A little bit of POV there from Junior. Right now, a lot of mid-control. Jonesy leading the pack here towards middle. Cadian going to be waiting underneath. Has the info. Spots one. Looks for the second. Easy kills for Cadian. Takes down Shake and Junior. Swisher with a response from the side of B&B. But it does look like a free bomb plant over there towards the A site.
So what? Cadian ends things off in the last season of Pro League with a win and a clutch, and he comes out starting season 14 with 2 quick kills in middle, and it's going to be very hard for Bad News Bears to hold on to this, but Swishers needs to win this fight up against Tess's, and he's unfortunately going to lose out. Yeah,
Swisher drops that fight. That was a big one to hold on to. Now just the retake, and pretty much all up to par, up to snuff, and standard stuff there from the side of Heroic. You're going to go ahead and grab this pistol round. A plant by B&B does give them a little bit of a cushion to relax on in the form of monetary gain, but overall, first round going the way Heroic. So, Bad News Bears, not really a whole lot to go off of there, but just a little something.
I feel like they kind of got countered there a bit. I mean, you had Cadian and one more drop into underpass, which kind of perfectly countered the 3-2 split towards the A side with the 3 players pushing up middle. And when Cadian hits shots like this, not even a shot fired back against him, it's kind of hard to really do much against this. But like I said, getting some money on their side, we're going to see how it's going to work out here in the second round. But I feel like we had some questions coming to us, so whether or not Heroic would be a strong team yet again off the back of Cologne. And it's only been 1 round, but still looking very good here.
Yeah, M4's out. They're not going to waste any time on the side of Heroics down. Putting a couple rounds up there towards top mid, and they'd be right for doing so. Cadian, very aggressive peek, ends up faltering Swisher's AK. Refresh sort of salvages the round with 2 frags there. And if Shake can do something with that AK, it might give a little bit of a wiggle room for for Bad News Bears. But as it stands, 4v3 and just 2 pistols on the side of B&B. Not really any map control taken. A little bit of presence they showed there. Jonesy towards the B halls didn't really manifest into much. So they're going to have to recollect, reconsider, read some litter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
I did like Jonesy, though. At least pulled refresh back off a short to make sure they didn't have those 2 players in middle to attack against them if they wanted to gain some ground, which it seems like they've been able to with Jonesy pushing through underpass. But again, you got refresh just up close and personal with the SMG. You got the M4 at Tessa's, and no one's even looking towards them. They're actually going to start to make some noise, but spots them out. That's the AK now down, and Junior's going to respawn. He's going to need a hell of a lot more than this to close it out.
Yep, and it's just not on the cards now, is it? A second round there for Heroic. They're even going to salvage one of those AKs that B&B so graciously donated to them.
I am curious over there. Maybe they didn't expect to get so many kills so cleanly. And hopefully they can learn from that experience. And, well, now Cadian is not looking good for Bad News Bears. A great flash, though, yet again.
Yeah, up close and personal. Jonesy with the MAC-10 running it down. He's going to continue his warpath, trying to make his way up connector.
They know he's there?
I'd say they might have an indication, especially after that nade comes through. Nonetheless, Snown holds the line there towards jungle. And really, they've got Bad News Bears bottled up in this choke point of middle towards the connector, towards this catwalk. Refresh, mopping them up with 2. And Tessa's going to be there to back them up in case things get a little out of control, like they're about to. When you go through the window, and Snown is waiting right there.
Drops the bomb into window. Like, I surrendered, don't attack, and he gets eliminated. I mean, Jonesy left to himself. He's got, quite a few kills. He's got 4 kills for himself, but I don't know if you can depend on him to open things up with what he's been able to do so far in these last 2 rounds in a row. But really no hope for them here in this round in a 1-on-3, especially with the bomb no longer in their hands.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and toss it out there. I'd say this is more improbable than Cadian's clutch last season. A little bit of spray there on the shush. That someone might have been Snown, but playing a little bit more cautiously. And to his benefit. Double A ramp set up here from the side of Heroic. We're towing the line. And so far, no damage exchanged from either side. It's the waiting game as we take it on down to the 1-minute mark. Nades coming out there from the connector. We're going to get a smoking connector as well coming off a catwalk from Cadian. Shush knows you're there, Spongy. And now he knows you're not there. That's 2 kills from the side of Heroic. Nothing thus far, just a little bit of damage on a Snown. But they have connector control. They've tried to work their way up into jungle. There goes the first kill. Refresh, the first to fall, the first victim. Bad News Bears try to wiggle their way into this bomb site. Jonesy with another. That's going to help the war effort considerably. Tessus looking on from the ticket booth, but Junior pretty much cooped up with the bomb stuck here on the side of A ramp. That creates for a little bit of a pickle. 30 seconds, just under.
So difficult, too, because Cadian, he's going to be holding towards short to watch connector, though. They've actually completely in wide view of this one. Got Tessa's backing towards C2, trying to cover off the flank here for Shush on ramp. He's going to come down, and Tessa's hitting these shots, and he gets the first as well. The push is going to come through, and Junior's going to fall, and Shaka Zulu left to himself, and he's going to die. And unfortunately, Bad News Bears at the back of John open things up with those 2 kills.